Hey guys, in this video we're gonna take a look at the Epos B20 microphone. Some people thought this microphone has been made by Epos, the YouTuber. This is not true. It's actually made by the people from Epos Gaming, which is a company. They were so nice to send me this package of the microphone. And today we're gonna unbox it and see what's inside the package, but we're also gonna see how it sounds. I guess we're gonna hear how it sounds, not see how it sounds. Makes sense, right? So let's start opening the box. I got a scissors here with me because that makes it easier. Just start like cutting these open, I guess. Seems to be one here. Here, one at the bottom. I think we got it open already. It seems to have like this one of these magnetic boxes where you can close and open it quickly. Yeah, it seems to open already. There we go. I would say quite a fancy box. It comes with some important updates and instructions. And then here we got the microphone packed in foam, which is actually pretty nice. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty sturdy. It looks like if people would send it to you, it won't break as fast. So that is really, really nice. What we need to do first, before actually getting the microphone on a computer, is installing some firm updates. This is just to make sure that it runs smoothly. There's also a program coming with the microphone where you can regulate your volumes and everything like that. So we want to make sure to also download that. So let's open the box first and see how the microphone looks like, and then we're gonna go into all the manuals and downloading stuff on the computer. I have to admit, I'm not the greatest in, unpacking these things. I don't know, I always feel some people are doing this so, elegantly, and I'm not, so here we go, we got one out. This seems to be the microphone. At first I was like, where is this for? But it seems like this is a thread to actually mount it to a boom arm. So you can have it on the boom arm. Oh wait, we can turn it around. Okay, so this is also part of the stand. Gotcha. And I'm guessing that it comes with a stand, so we're just gonna open more. Assume that there's cables in here. It would be nice, to connect it to a computer. So here are some cables. Is there more? Just another manual thing? These are just some safety regulations. I'm gonna put that away. And this seems to be safety guide, more safety guide things. And this seems to be instructions. Alright, so you have the instructions here, but it's like with pictures. I love when they do that, because then if you don't actually speak the language, because it says it in English, you can still kind of, see what you need to do. It's like visually. And I get dyslexia, so reading for me is pretty hard, so having pictures really helps me. And here it says what's like in the box, the package content in a lot of different languages. But we're gonna see what's in the box, so we don't need this. I'm gonna put the instructions aside for a sec. A cable, a screw. Let me find the stand. Oh, here we go. This is the stand. I think we got everything now, but I'm gonna make sure that we got everything. One of these bags to keep it not moisturized, I guess. Get the moist out. But yeah, it seems to be just foam because, it keeps the microphone safe. So I'm gonna put this back in, the other foam. So I'm not gonna lose that, because then we have more space to work with, right? So what I assume that we need to do is we need to put this microphone on here and then screw it in. So on the stand, and then we've got the screw here, which is needed for screwing. Whoop. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Why am I so bad at this, guys? Okay, hold it. And now screw it. I think we got it. I mean, it does stand, so that's good. We need to figure out which side of the microphone we need to talk about. True. But I think it will say that on the manual. I would think so. I would assume so. So yeah, screw it through. That's what we did. So screw the stand on. Yeah, we did that. It also says how you need to do it on a boom arm. You just basically screw this part on a boom arm and just turn the microphone around. It's kind of easy, so I think you figured that out. Okay, now it says the front is the one with the microphone knob and the volume. The back is the one with the pattern and the gain. So you need to talk in the volume side. There's more guidance that you can download as PDF. And then it's basically talking about connecting it to your PC. So I guess that's where we at. I love when they have like one of these things that can keep your cables like, you know, organized. Because me and cables, I'm never organized with that kind of stuff. So this is just a USB-C, I believe? It's like one of those newer ones that you also have for Samsung phones. And then we just plug this into our computer. If it isn't working for you, just make sure that you plug it in a USB 3.0 slot. So what they recommend is actually pulling it through here, so I did it wrong. So I'm gonna get this off. Get it through the ring and then put it in. This way, you can place it down like this and the cable just goes underneath the ring because there's like this gap underneath it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a gap underneath it and it just goes underneath it. And I think it's because then you have less of a chance to pull it out, even though it's really sturdy. There's some information about how to use the microphone on the back here. However, we need to install the software first, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so it's plugged in, and the first thing you might see, because it's plugged in, you will see that there's a light here that lit up. If we press this button, we will mute the mic and it becomes red. It's pretty hard to see right now because, you know, it's light, it's daytime, but you can see that it's different. It's a different color. On the PC here, I'm going to downloads at the Epos website. And then we have the Epos Gaming Suite here. If you scroll down a little bit and just click on download, it will start downloading in a zip file. We need to unzip that in a second. So we're opening it and then going back to downloads to unzip it. Boom, there we go. Got it unzipped. And we're gonna run this program. Next. I agree. Next, install. You know install this is, right? Apparently we need to restart a computer to make this work. So I guess we're just gonna take a sip of our water and wait until our computer is restarted. Cheers. So what you do is you open the Epos Gaming Suite. If it doesn't open for you, which it did for me, it's like in the tray of programs that are still running at the bottom right of your, you know, taskbar. So just click on this, like, I don't know, up icon, and then here you will see Epos Gaming Suite. So if you open it, it will look like this, and now we need to update the firmware. You should see a new update here with a highlighted message, but I don't really see it. What I'm gonna do is just restart my PC again and see if that helps. So I did restart my PC one more time and it seems to be working now. Software version 1.6, device firmware 1.05. So 1.6, that seems to be good, so I think we're good to go. I think we don't have an update waiting for us, so it's good. But if you don't see your microphone here or you see the version you're working with, it's probably the same problem and you need to restart your PC. Again, even if you just did it. So okay, we did this one, the introduction. I guess we're gonna go to important updates. It says some common things that can go wrong. So I guess we're just gonna go here and actually look at the microphone now. We're gonna show this on startup because then it's easy to like adjust our microphone. Okay, and if we click on microphone here, we will see a lot of details in the microphone. I'm gonna put the microphone a bit closer to me so it's easier to see. So we see all these things go up and down. This is basically how high my voice is. And we can adjust them, I believe. We can set voice enhancer, warm, clear, and everything like that. But let me, first of all, switch to this microphone so you guys can hear the feedback. And I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can hear the feedback as well. So what you wanna do is you want to keep the microphone as close to your mouth as you can, because then it sounds best. There's a setting on the back, it's called gain. You need to make sure to turn the gain knob so your microphone in OBS will actually be in the orange. I will display what I have right now here so you guys can see how my voice is in OBS. And if it's not the case, it's too loud, make sure to turn the gain down. If it's not enough, turn up the gain. Best to turn down the gain and keep the microphone as close to you. If you have to, turn up the gain when it's further away. It will pick more up from the surrounding sound, so be careful with it. If you turn up the gain and it's further away from you, it will sound something like this, so definitely not recommended. Definitely get it close to your mouth. This is not something just for this microphone, but for all microphones, so yeah, please get it close to your mouth. You might have noticed that if I say things as pop, it will not sound as great. Make sure to get a pop filter. If you put them in front of it and I say pop, 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 it will sound good. pop, 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 it doesn't sound that good. It will just catch the air from your mouth, and this way it will sound a lot better. On the microphone, on the back, underneath the gain, there's different patterns that you can choose. The first one on the left is stereo. This means that if we turn it up to stereo, which I will do, we will see that if we talk on the left, I will be more in your left ear. If I talk more to the right, I will be more in your right ear. This is pretty crazy and kind of annoying if you're streaming and you like too much to the left, then people just hear you on their left side. It's really annoying, so don't use it if you don't do something with music or you want like one side to be more apparent or something like that. The second one is omnidirectional. It is actually the round one, the circle one. This one does actually capture everywhere around the microphone. So if I turn it around, you wouldn't hear a difference, except for the fact that the stand's kind of like wiggling on it because I'm holding it and it's not really meant to be held like this. Other than that, it will pick up sound equally from all sides, which is not that great if you're a gamer because it will pick up a lot of your keyboard sounds. The third one is the one that you actually want to use, is the cardioid pattern. This one only picks up from the front, and that's actually what you want as a gamer because you don't want as, you know, keyboard clackings and everything like that. So this way you just talk in the one side, which is the side with the mute button and the volume controls, and that's great. Just use that side. And then the fourth pattern is bidirectional. This picks up on both sides of the microphone. So now it picks up on this side, which is the good side where you just talked in, but also in the back of it. So it's if you have another person, maybe you're doing a podcast or something and you just have one mic and you're sitting right in front of each other, maybe this would be something for you, but not for streaming. So turn it back. The heart-shaped pattern, that's the one you need. So I've put my headphones inside the microphone because then I can hear myself back with feedback, and that is really, really great, especially when you're streaming. You know when you're not talking clearly, and you can, you know, adjust your speech pattern. So there's some more buttons on it. I'm gonna put the pop filter away for a sec, so if you hear me then sorry. But there's some things here that you can use, which one of them is the mute button. I wanted to keep talking, but obviously the thing that I wanted to say, if you press it, you will mute yourself, and you know, the thing about that is, I mute myself. The lid will become red, like you see, and the mic will be muted, so you don't hear me. Then here's the volume button. We can turn it up, see what happens. I don't think it has any effect on the microphone itself, but just on the amount of things you hear through your headphones instead. So if you want to turn up the volume of the microphone, use the gain and not the volume on the front, because the volume on the front is for your headphones. Okay, so those are all 4 buttons on the actual microphone. I've put the microphone down because it's very easier to set it down. But if you have, please get an arm because it will sound a lot better if it's super close to your mouth. You will actually, yeah, you will hear the difference. You probably heard it when I was holding it really close, it sounded a lot better.